Hey, this is Michael for Spirit Comics. Welcome, true readers, to my review of Batman Beyond #2. Now, I do have to say, this cover is better. It has more going on. See there? Bring down the bat! And there's Terminal with the Batman's suit in his hands, ripping it to shreds, and all the Joker's gang looking on. So there's hints of what might happen in this issue, and it's very colorful. That's always a plus with me. Written by Dan Jurgens, some decades from now. Dana Tan, the girlfriend of Terry McGinnis, is tied up in this room being held by Terminal. And he says, "I apologize for keeping you tied up, Dana, but I'm a bit busy right now, and I don't want you running off." Busy? That doesn't look like a medical procedure to me, Carter. She knows what to say to get under his skin. "I told you not to call me that. I'm Terminal." Identity confirmed. Transfer initiated. He's putting what looks like the Joker's hand on some sort of screen. And she says, "You're still Carter Wilson to me, ex-high school classmate that thinks nothing of kidnapping old friends. We weren't friends. Your superiority complex made sure of that. Bringing the Joker's back to life. The Joker is crazy enough, but you seem to be stealing from him, too," she says, while she's tied up, of course. Now, this doesn't make much sense to me, but, it's comic books, so it doesn't necessarily have to all the time. Given the circumstances, I doubt he'd mind, Dana. He has reserves all over the globe, and I'm sure he'd understand that reviving the dead is expensive. The Joker has reserves all over the globe? Okay. Not to mention impossible. The Joker is dead, Carter. Has been for years. Now, this is kind of strange. He walks behind her and lets her loose for no apparent reason. He says, "Long ago Superman died and returned, Dana. There's no reason he should be the only one to do so. Especially when you consider the technology we have now. They're restoring life to one of the greats. I will make it happen." I was a kid when it happened, but I remember the story. There's no way that can be him. You think you know the story. The truth of what actually happened is testament to the man's genius. And this is Batman some years ago. Escaping the Grave, Undercover, written by Dan Jurgens. Now this is years ago, back when the Joker was alive. So this is being told by Terminal. It says, appropriately enough, it happened in the dead of night. Gotham was virtually paralyzed by a snowstorm. A dirty bomb was set to go off, and only one man seemed able to stop it. The Batman. Just as only one man could have planted it. All this pretty white, so quiet, so peaceful. I hate quiet and peaceful, so I'll change it. At least that kind of sounds like him. At least I think it does. Make a mess of things. News reports vary on the specifics, but the one thing they agreed on is that Batman probably pushed his arm forward, intentionally breaking multiple bones in his hand. Of course, that sounds like Batman. And that's a good depiction of Joker, I believe. A perfect example of the desperate tactics needed to win. It was the only way he could free himself. No one could stop that truck. Not without killing the Bat, anyway. No clear shot. My old friend, Barbara. It might be cold, but hell hasn't frozen over yet. You won't stop me. Move! Boom! I love these explosions. Bruce, are you alright? No. I knew that wouldn't stop you. It's the game that makes this worthwhile. The back and forth of it all. Finding the limits. Yours. And mine. Where? If you aren't back there, thank God. And he's down here, looks back. Another explosion. Boom! Gothamites were snuggled in their beds, waiting for some fat old elf with toys. Of course, we have an idea who that is. Unaware that the deadliest of devices was in their midst. Meanwhile, a struggle of epic proportions was playing itself out. A contest of true equals. One, the agent of divine chaos. The other, an agent of a stodgy status quo. He's probably referring to, those who believe in wrong and right. There's nothing bad about that. It's good to know what's wrong and what's right. It helps us stay grounded. It could have ended when the Bat retrieved the detonator. It was the type of night that needed a final outcome, and there's the Joker laying on his back. And then he's put into this I'm not sure what that is, a snowplow? And then the snowplow is rammed into another big explosion. The train's snowblower chewed right through the engine and cab before it finally came to a stop. The falling snow gave way to a hail of shredded metal and more gruesome matter. Oh yeah, flesh. It's easy to see why the world concluded the Joker was dead. That there wasn't enough left to bury. Exactly, she says. I read that tissue and blood tests prove whatever meager remains were left belonged to the Joker. He says, what if? That's what he wanted everyone to think, Dana. Crazy talk, she says. Crazy is his specialty. Suppose that even as the truck was being chewed to bits, he got out. Bloodied, wounded, and almost dead, with wounds so grievous that there was more than enough material and blood for the forensics crew to find. Suppose, as well, that Batman never knew the Joker had a crew following the truck. They got to the Joker and spirited him away, getting him to a cryogenic chamber before he could actually die, where he remained for years until I found him. Yeah, she says. Sure, people have been put into deep freeze, but no one has been brought back. Until now. This guy is so confident. He's so confident of what he's saying. Who better than the Joker to be the first to live twice? Well, he just mentioned a little bit ago that Superman came back, so Superman lived twice. Little continuity problem there. So that, I don't know why that was put in, but like I said, Terminal just told us a few pages ago that Superman died and returned, so he lived twice. So the Joker wouldn't be the first. Just got word from the boys outside, boss. The Bat, and I'm referring to Terry, is here. And of course, we know that couldn't be Terry, since he was dressed up as a Joker at the end of issue 1. The Batmobile, use everything you got. Bring it down. Those Jokers are wild. Woohoo! This is sway. It won't be if we don't take evasive action. Move out. Of course, it's not Terry. Look out, Max! I mean, look at that. Sorry, Matt. Not like I've had a lot of practice behind the wheel of this thing, You're doing fine, he says. Maybe as long as you like total insanity, and that's what you'll get if you throw any elaborate scheme like this together in 30 seconds. It's a good plan, Max. Maybe so, but it's unrehearsed, kid. That's what gets people killed. Just got word from my brother. Says he's in position. And we're good to go to step 2. Hold tight, Matt. No rehearsal. And our timing has to be perfect. And so here's that Here's that weird dude who's like half Bane, half Joker. He's coming. Got me once, won't twice. Look, I see him. It's the big mook that almost killed Terry. Can you take him out? We aren't here to take anyone out, kid. We're here for effect. I like how they drew Max right there. She is a very attractive character. That's because she has someone good drawing her. Chugga chugga chugga. You missed. I won't. The Joker says. Or the Joker, thug. That was close. Not close enough, Max. This is working great. So maybe Terry won't even need to do his thing. Ease up on the youthful optimism, Max. What do you mean? And here it looks like he's playing a Game Boy or something, for that era, but I doubt it. Take a look. 5 seconds. If you're still here, she dies. We don't have a choice. No way you'll bring that drag down with the pop guns you've been using. Who? Terminal says. A friend. One with toys that rips. And of course that's Terry. Dressed as one of the Jokers. Line him up. Terry started. Yeah. Max is not too keen on this plan. Ready? I'm all set, bro. He fires what looks like a cannon directly at the Batmobile. Do it! Don't wait too long, Matty. I know. Gotta time this perfect, so... Bam! Woo! It appears to have actually hit the Batmobile. You got him. Right tool for the job, man. That was so good. The fireworks package looked like a real explosion. Made it look like that missile was live. Dropping it now. Oh, she says, ready with the second package? Dropping it now. See what I mean? It can't be that easy. You're saying the bat bailed? Maybe. Maybe not. And there's the big dude. Either way, he ain't crawling up your shorts, and that's what counts. Hold on, Tiny. Who's the new guy? Never seen him before. And it says, a friend. Been in criminal modification therapy. Just got out and wanted to join the party. No one gets to drop in out of nowhere and claim he's in the club. Like I said, been locked up. Figured my last name might help open the clubhouse doors. Yeah? What might that name be? Trey Malone. You must have heard of my old man. Most people called him Matches. Worked just about every angle there was. Didn't know Matches had a kid. And then Dana realizes that voice. Can it possibly be? But if that's who you are, welcome to the Joker's Shui. Next, Revelations. So that was Batman Beyond issue number 2. I thought it was pretty good. The backstory didn't take a whole lot of time, but there was enough there to give me what I need to understand, the current story of what's going on in Terry's life. And we see Terry interact with the Jokers. And from this issue alone, it looks like that this won't be an easy undercover gig for Terry. So all in all, I thought it was a really cool issue. And the artwork, it was showing an improvement, I believe. I enjoyed it. So, I'm Michael for Spirit Comics. I hope you enjoyed this review. Did you like this issue or did you not like it? Let me know in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do go ahead and subscribe. And smash that bell like She-Hulk so you can get all the notifications of my uploads when I upload. Like the review and share it with someone who can enjoy it as well. Till next time, true readers.